Hello from Suffolk, England, where sunny intervals will break through this morning, but then look set to give way to a distinctly cloudy afternoon. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 25. It's Tuesday, the 12th of May, in the year of our Lord 2020. And it's time to sit back and enjoy 5 minutes of civilised calm. This is Mark's Almanac, recorded in the peace of the English countryside. Let us recollect what Europe itself was no longer ago than 3 or 4 centuries. What if I should be able to show this house that in a civilised part of Europe, in the time of our Henry VII, there were people who actually sold their own children? What if I should tell them that England itself was that country? What if I should point out to them that the very place where this inhuman traffic was carried on was the city of Bristol? Ireland at that time used to drive a considerable trade in slaves with these neighbouring barbarians, but a great plague having infested the country, the Irish were struck with a panic, suspected, I am sure very properly, that the plague was a punishment sent from heaven for the sin of the slave trade, and therefore abolished it. All I ask, therefore, of the people of Bristol is that they would become as civilised now as Irishmen were 400 years ago. Let us put an end at once to this inhuman traffic. Let us stop this effusion of human blood. That's from a speech made today in 1789 by William Wilberforce, his first major address in the House of Commons, calling for the abolition of slavery. He would campaign for 18 years before the slave trade was banned throughout the British Empire in 1807. Also on this day, in 1215, King John wrote to all his sheriffs, commanding the seizure in every county of the lands of our enemies, meaning the rebel barons. 5 days later the barons, led by Robert Fitzwalter, would respond by seizing control of London. In a month, the king would have no choice but to set his seal to Magna Carta, the guarantee of English liberty. Here's a poem, Invitation to the Country, by George Meredith. Now 'tis spring on wood and wold, early spring that shivers with cold, but gladdens and gathers day by day a lovelier hue, a warmer ray, a sweeter song, a dearer ditty. Ouzel and throstle, new mated and gay, singing their bridals on every spray. Oh, hear them deep in the songless city. Cast off the yoke of toil and smoke, as spring is casting winter's grey, as serpents cast their skins away, and come, for the country awaits thee with pity, and longs to bathe thee in her delight, and take a new joy in thy kindling sight. And I no less, by day and night, long for thy coming, and watch for, and wait thee, and wonder what duties can thus belate thee. That's almost all for today. If you know anyone who could use a touch of calm, do please share this. And please do keep the requests and suggestions coming. It's always good to hear from you. If you'd like to get emails when new episodes go live with show notes and links, sign up at marksalmanac.substack.com. Remember, That's Mark with a C. And if you need some music to wake you up, how about Louis Prima singing One Mint Julep? One mint julep was the cause of it all. That's for my fellow cocktail fans listening in Chicago, Matt and Lynn. Until tomorrow, stay civilized, keep calm, and please keep washing your hands. Have a lovely day.